Today's top stories at NBR, New Zealand's largest health group, up for sale. Finance Minister confident financial support will get businesses through current outbreak. Raycon significantly upgrades profit expectations, and there's more coming right up. Kia ora and welcome to NBR Today, a wrap of the day's top business stories from the authority in New Zealand business news since 1970, nbr.co.nz. It's Wednesday, September 29th. I'm Paul Brennan. Thanks again for joining us. A bitter falling out over two large Auckland housing developments has erupted into legal action on both sides of the Pacific, as well as complaints to the police and the Overseas Investment Office. The parties behind Manuka's Ormiston Rise and the Stubbs Farm project in Warkworth are variously accusing each other of backroom deals and land grabs. Meanwhile, the construction of 295 Kiwi-built houses at Ormiston has been delayed, with buyers yet to hear when their homes will be completed. Plans for Kiwi-built homes at Stubbs Farm have been canned completely because of the fracas. Both housing projects are backed by New York-based financier Arena Investors. Clint Webber, a property developer and former investor in the Stonewood Group, alongside the Chow brothers, says he was the consultant who put the deals together for Arena. But the relationship between Webber and the American lender fell apart in March, with Arena putting Ormiston Rise into receivership shortly after and launching legal action against Webber in the United States. New Zealand's largest healthcare group, Tamaki Health, is up for sale for a rumoured asking price of at least $400 million. This morning, NZX-listed Green Cross Health confirmed that it was working with Australian-based private equity heavyweight Pacific Equity Partners, PEP, in the sales process. The process is in its early stages, Green Cross Health said in a note to the NZX. Green Cross Health operates almost 360 Unichem and Life pharmacies, the Doctors' Medical Centres, Total Care Health Community Nursing Services and Access Community Health, with more than 40,000 community health clients and 285,000 enrolled patients in its medical centres. The National Party has set a target of vaccinating 70 to 75% of the population to avoid using lockdowns in response to further outbreaks of the COVID-19 Delta variant. Under its COVID-19 plan announced today, once the country reaches 85 to 90% vaccination rates, it would open it up to international travel. In a forward to the policy, National leader Judith Collins and COVID-19 response spokesperson Chris Bishop praised the government's initial response to the pandemic, but they said New Zealand cannot remain isolated forever. Meanwhile, Finance Minister Grant Robertson told Parliament's Finance and Expenditure Select Committee today that he remains confident the government's financial support schemes can get businesses through the current COVID outbreak, despite heightened opposition concerns that too many are struggling to access the credit they need to stay afloat.
We've been working hard to make sure that money is getting out the door, and around about $3.5 billion has gone out over the last 6 or so weeks to support businesses. So we are listening and we are doing that.
Finance Minister Grant Robertson. Improvements in inventory management, pricing policy and costs of doing business have led to a 380 basis point year-on-year jump in the Warehouse Group's gross profit margin, a measure CEO Nick Grayston calls his hobby horse. Looking further back to before COVID-19, the margin sat between 32.6% in 2017 and 33.5% in 2019. It fell slightly last year to 32.6% and in the 2021 year to August 1st, reached 36.4%. The NZX-listed group, which includes the Warehouse, Warehouse Stationery, Noel Leeming, Torpedo 7 and The Market, released its 2021 full-year results this morning, showing a record profit of $117.7 million, up 165% over last year. Grayston told NBR Today the improvement in his hobby horse margin number was largely due to the transformation the business had undergone in recent years, including reducing the breadth of products available in-store and transitioning to an everyday low-price policy. Electronic component maker Raycon has significantly upgraded its profit expectations for the year to March, citing a sales boost following a fire at a competitor's factory in Japan. In a statement to the NZX, Raycon said it was now forecasting underlying EBITDA of 39 to 44 million, up from its April guidance of 27 to 32 million. The new guidance is also an increase on comments at Raycon's annual meeting on August 12th, when the company said it expected a result at the top of the range. Chair Bruce Irvine said Raycon had secured significant major orders for its high-spec TCX02 components because of the fire at the Asahi Kasei Microsystems factory in Nobioka last October. AKM is the world's largest manufacturer of TCXOs, which are used in mobile communications infrastructure as well as military and space equipment. The full details of those stories and more are at nbr.co.nz right now. Tomorrow at NBR, in his politics column, Brent Edwards argues honest debate is needed about trade-offs for relaxing COVID restrictions, while Christopher Luxon talks about his views on the Three Waters reform. I'm Paul Brennan. I look forward to being with you again tomorrow from around lunchtime for the morning's NBR trending stories. Then same time, same place, right here again from 5:30 tomorrow for another NBR Today.